Tonight, former Governor Andrew Cuomo is asking a state judge to block the investigation into his alleged misuse of taxpayer resources related to his $5 million book deal. He has filed a lawsuit claiming that the new ethics commission that's looking into his actions is itself unconstitutional. The legislature and Governor Kathy Hochul created this new commission. It's called the Commission on Ethics and Lobbying in Government to replace JCOPE. You might remember it was the Joint Committee on Public Ethics. It used to investigate corruption and ethics problems. Cuomo says the new entity that replaced it is too independent. I talked about all of this with state constitutional expert James Gardner. He is a SUNY Distinguished Professor at UB's Law School, and I asked him about Cuomo's claim that because the Constitution guarantees separation of powers, Cuomo says the Ethics Commission is illegal. You know the state constitution really well. What do you make of that argument?
Well, it is quite interesting. The new ethics commission has a structure that is novel. This new organization that's been created, the goal of its structure is to make it independent. Its members are nominated by a variety of government officials, but it doesn't answer to them. And there is this quite novel independent oversight board that's composed of the deans of the law schools, which is going to vet nominations and exercise some kind of oversight function, which is yet to be fully determined. So really what this lawsuit is about actually is trying to peel that apart by asking the court to step in and say, even though the legislature and the governor agreed to this, the Constitution doesn't really permit it, and so it can't exist.
Professor Gardner stressed that there was good rationale for creating this ethics commission. The question is just, was it done properly?
By one count, there have been more members of the legislature indicted than defeated for re-election. The problem of unethical behavior in New York State by government officials has not been adequately addressed after many different tries. And so, I think it was logical for the legislature to try something new. And just because something is new and untested doesn't make it unconstitutional.
My final question to you would be, this is not the governor making an argument on the merits of whether or not what he did was ethical or legal or whatever. He's just challenging the constitutionality of the entity investigating him. Is that right?
Yeah, that's exactly right. This is a classic lawyer's tactic. Here's some questions I don't want to answer. So I attack the questioner before they can ask the questions. Yeah, that's what's going on, exactly.
The new Ethics Commission is scheduled to take up the Cuomo book deal issue at its meeting on June 12th. It is unclear if this new lawsuit may impact that.